Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Now today we're going to look at what is probably one of the most popular households at Newquest, and that is the House of Doom. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the story behind the house itself, why it was called the House of Doom, where it came from, where I got the idea from, and also what it looks like these days, because after I did the Christmas episode where it was just completely covered in custom content Christmas stuff, I thought it was about time we did a bit of an overhaul. And so at the end of this video we'll go to the new House of Doom and see what it looks like now. So, where did the house come from? Well, you can actually find it in game. If you go over to the worlds and pop over to Oasis Springs, there's a house there roughly right in the middle. Where is it? There it is, right in the middle there. It's called Rio Verde, or Rio Verde, or however you want to say it. So if we go over and have a quick look around the house. Now, I didn't change anything whatsoever when I first put it into the game. Kept the bedrooms the same, the layout and the downstairs all the same. I did get rid of the umbrella and chairs around the back and put like the hot tub there, and also on the right hand side I did put a few pieces of gym equipment, but that externally was the only changes I made. Now I don't think, because there's actually nobody living here at the moment in game, I don't think I can go in and have a look. No, I can't. Right, because there was like a drawing room, and after one of the parties that they had there, I did change that into a dance room and sort of kept it in there because they seemed to spend a lot of time in there and quite enjoyed it, and I didn't want to ruin their enjoyment, so I kept it there, and it was obviously used at all the various parties that they had. Now, I've managed to find the original screenshots of how the residents looked when they first were created. So this is Stephen, who doesn't look much different these days apart from his hair. The next one is Cheryl, who looks completely different now. I think she had a bit of a remodel after a while. Tessa, again, looks a little bit different, but only the hair, I think. Stephen, the same but a lot thinner, because he decided that he was going to really bulk out, and boy did he bulk out. Now this is Nadine, and she was only a child when I created her, because the idea was she was like the child amongst the four adults, and you had to try and figure out who her parents were, but again it never really worked out. Now the idea behind the House of Doom is that this was going to be my first gameplay when I started my YouTube channel, and you know, the 5 residents would go in the house. I gave the house the haunted trait, and I wanted the ghosts to be like really scary and scaring them all the time, but and then whoever lasted longest would be the winner. But if anything, the most scariest thing the ghost did is broke the toilet, which wasn't very scary, and in fact, if anything, they got really quite friendly with them all. Now let's have a look around the house, and this is the house just before I trimmed it up for Christmas. Now I'm doing this walkthrough mode, and I'm not particularly very good at it, so please bear with me. So as we go through the front door, on the left hand side we've got the dining room, which is very dated and very sort of not particularly interesting. In fact, I don't think they used the dining room all that lot, they just ate on the knees for most of the time. Anyway, further down the corridor we've got these 2 double doors, and that goes into the living room. In fact, I did change something in here, because I put this enormous TV in the room and also the games console. But again, it's in dire need of a bit of an update. And then a bit further down the corridor, turn right. Not doing too badly so far, a bit jerky, but practice makes perfect. This is the kitchen. Now I did make a couple of changes here. I put the bar on the left hand side, and also I did put an extra cooker, because obviously with 5 people in the house they all wanted to cook at the same time, so I thought if I put an extra cooker in there that should sort everything out, and it did. Now here is the dance room. Now this was once the drawing room. I cleared it all out and I put this dance floor down for one of the parties that they had, and I kind of just sort of kept it there. And I kept it in there because, like I said, they used to use it most days, so you know, I wasn't going to be one to spoil their enjoyment. Anyway, I didn't forget a room. So if I go back down the corridor, it's not a particularly interesting room, by the way. It's just the bathroom. But I just want you to see how it is now, or how it was here, compared with how it looks after I've done the refurbishment. So there it is, your average bathroom, I would say. Now, if we go upstairs, we go along the corridor. Big error there, chessboard with no chairs. And there's me sitting there thinking, well, why isn't anybody using it? That's why, there's no chairs. Now, this is Stephen and Will's room. And I've changed this into a little bit of sort of a drawing room, if you like, and put a sofa in and a TV, because obviously they're the married couple. And, you know, if they wanted a bit of privacy, they could just sort of escape there. Now, across the corridor, this is Nadine's room, and this was kind of thrown together really when she moved back into the house after her divorce came through. So I just very basically decorated this room so she had somewhere to sort of sleep. Anyway, a bit further along the corridor, oops. I think we've got the two bathrooms here. Just next door to each other, and it took me ages to figure out that there were two bathrooms next door to each other. I just didn't realise, but there they are, right next to each other for some reason. But there you go. The toilet roll was a bit high, wasn't it? Anyway, and then through this door, whoops, hang on, I think it's this door. Ah, yeah, this is Tessa's room. Like I said, I never really changed the wallpaper or anything. I just sort of put the beds in and the lights. Never really had the opportunity to give it a good change round. Now then, where are we going now? I think we missed a room out. If we pop in here. Now this is Mariah's room when she was living here. But now she is moved over with Dusty in Del Sol Valley. That's like a sort of a spare room now. And this is Derek's room. So when he aged up into a child, sort of made this as sort of suitable for a child as I could anyway. So that is the upstairs. And now, let's have a look at how the house looks now. Now, as you can see, I've changed a lot of the outside of the house. Not drastically changed, I've just sort of changed the type of the tiles and just made it a little bit more updated. And I've got rid of a lot of the external walls as well, which were sort of the walkways. I didn't really see any point in having those. So I've cleared a few of those out. Now if we go through the main door and see what we have been doing. So first thing you'll see is a red carpet. And in here is the new dining room. If we can get in there. There we go, the new dining room. A lot more updated in there now. And then next door, this is the dining room. I've just changed that into a single door rather than a double door now. So if we can go through there. And this is how it looks now. TV is a bit smaller. I've got rid of the games console because that's they did play on that an awful lot and never sort of used it for watching TV. So that looks a little bit more modern and homely. Extra seating in this so they can all sit in there. Now my favourite is the kitchen. I did spend a long time doing the kitchen. So how about this? So they've still got the island in the middle. They've got a nice big clock on the back wall and lots of workspace along that back wall there. And the cookers are over on this side. So I'm really pleased with how that's turned out. I really like that. Now, if we go through here and have a look at the dance room now. I've taken the back window out, so there's a bit more privacy and they can sort of boogie to the heart's content now. So that's how it's looking now, with all the neon lights and signs outside, and on the walls rather. So I think that looks a lot better. Now, if we go and have a look at the upstairs, the table tennis table is in place of the chessboard. If we go through to Will and Stephen's room, I've decorated this appropriately with the rainbow flags, and I think that looks a lot more stylish, a lot more comfortable. And I've also given them, through this rainbow door, I've also given them their own ensuite bathroom. So through the door and over to Nadine's room. This is a lot brighter now. She's got her own little TV room there. Nice little sofa. And a much more comfortable bed and wallpaper as well. So that's looking a lot more like a bedroom. Now, where are we going now? A bit further down the corridor. Now, the bathrooms I've made identical. So they're just back-to-back bathrooms, exactly the same. There's not really a lot you can do with a bathroom, is there? Apart from putting the usual bits and pieces in. So as you can see, that one is just the same. Now through here, this is Derek's new room. So I've made that a little bit more stylish, a little bit more comfortable for it. There's a toy box in there this time. Next we have got the spare room, Ryan's old room. I thought I'd give that a little bit of an overhaul just in case anybody else should happen to move in. And then next is Tessa's room. I've given this, love this wallpaper, this flowered wallpaper, and a bit of a sort of a purple theme. So there's the new house. I'm really pleased with this. I did spend quite a long time on doing this, and I'm quite looking forward to going back into gameplay now and seeing how they settle in their new environment. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you later.